Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are perfectly audible.
Hello?
Sunita, ma'am, can you hear us?
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, I think there's some network issue at your end. The voice is breaking.
Am I audible?
Participants, can you hear me? Sakshi, ma'am? Yes, participants, you may confirm. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am, you are also audible.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm muting myself.
Okay, ma'am. We'll start at sharp 4.
Rakesh sir, please mute yourself.
Sunita ma'am, may we start the session now? Sakshi ma'am, am I audible?
How many
Yes, ma'am.
participants?
Ma'am, so far 6 participants have joined. Or we can wait for another 2 minutes so that others may also join.
Am I audible, Kavita?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. We are waiting for the other participants. We can start in another 2 minutes.
Actually, ma'am, some participants have faced some problem. I think there is some technical issue on their part.
All the participants are able to download and install eViews and R. Hello.
Yes, Sunita ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. May I start the session now?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Kavita Sharma from Delhi Institute of Advanced Studies. I welcome you all to this 1 week online FDP on financial econometrics with eViews and R. Before starting with the session, I would take the privilege of introducing our institute to the audience. Delhi Institute of Advanced Studies is an institution affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. Established by Sri Lakshman Das Sachdeva Memorial Education Society in 1999, the institute offers BCom Honors, BBA, MBA, and MBA FM programs, and is providing dynamic learning environment that is changing in response to the ever-changing needs of the society. Our institute is amongst the top affiliates of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. Our students have shown exemplary performances and have been bringing laurels to the institute. We have received 27 gold medals so far. DIAS focuses on promoting research amongst faculty and students alike through various FDPs, conferences, and seminars. Research at DIAS aims at the advancement of knowledge to improve the management practices and IT skills, and also the development of teaching materials and case studies. The faculty spends considerable time on research activities. The institute is regularly bringing out its own quarterly newsletter cum journal, DIAS Times, and a biannual refereed journal, DIAS Technology Review, which is an international journal for business and IT, and is listed in Cable's Directory USA, Ulrich Periodical, and Social Science Research Network. In this series of FDP, which is beginning from today, that is 18th June, and will continue till 23rd June, the FDP focuses on financial econometrics with eViews and R, and is being organized to familiarize the participants about these softwares. Further, it also aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the financial econometrics, including the basic concepts, the key concepts, and the key principles, and also the relevant applications. Our institute is regularly bringing out its own quarterly newsletter cum journal, DIAS Times, and a biannual refereed journal, DIAS Technology Review, which is an international journal for business and IT, and is listed in Cable's Directory USA, Ulrich Periodical, and Social Science Research Network. In this series of FDP, which is beginning from today, that is 18th June, and will continue till 23rd June, facilitate hands-on usage and application of financial econometric tools in teaching, learning, and research. In this regard, we are privileged to have amongst us Dr. Sunita Arora ma'am as a resource person. May I now take this opportunity to introduce our resource person to the audience. Dr. Sunita Arora ma'am is an associate professor in Government College for Girls, Gurugram. Her qualifications include MCom, MPhil, UGC NET, and PhD. Her area of specialization is financial econometrics and EViews. She has 30 years of teaching experience and has conducted more than 40 workshops on research methodology, EViews, and R software. She has also delivered guest lectures on EViews and is a life member of Indian Commerce Association. She has published numerous research papers in various refereed national and international journals. We are confident that there would be enormous takeaways from this one-week online FDP on financial econometrics with EViews and R. Over to you, ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita. I think some participants are waiting in lobby.
No, ma'am, they are not waiting in the lobby. We have allowed all the participants so that they can join. There are no restrictions in joining.
Okay, thank you. We have only 29 participants attending.
Yes, ma'am, so far only 29 participants have joined.
Okay. Let's start. My screen is visible to all? My screen is visible
Yes,
to all?
ma'am, it's visible.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's showing people are waiting in the lobby. Dr. Kavita.
Yes, ma'am, I'm checking into this matter.
Yeah. Yes, participants. Before discussing the analysis part of any research paper or any research, first of all, researchers should know which techniques are available to the data he or she is analyzing. Because there are so many problems, particularly after in India or Asia, we receive various softwares that analyze the data or that show the results. I remember an incident. One of the scholars from a leading university called me 5-6 years back, ma'am, I want to apply a good model for my data. Please tell me how to do this. She said, I want to apply Garch model. Then I said, Garch. What is the objective of your research? What are you trying to analyze? He said, I want to write a paper. There is some eco, I think. She said, I want to write a paper, a good paper for a good journal. And for that, I want to apply Garch model or higher orders of Garch model. Is it good? Yes. Over to you, participants. Is it good?
Moment.
Why?
Ma'am, the application of any method should be based on the objective. So, if the objective is not clear, how can we apply any model or any regression model? So, first, according to our objective, we will go for the methodology. which is suitable for that
These
application.
techniques are there to help us. Software is there to help us. Software are not human beings that we expect them to do the research for us. We have to do the research. We have to analyze the data. We have to decide which technique is applicable, not to our data, which technique is applicable, which satisfies our purpose, which satisfies our objective. Yes, means techniques are there. Techniques may be applied on any type of data, but whether it is applicable and whether it satisfies our objective, whether it is according to our objective or not, we have to decide that. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
My area of specialization is data analysis. Clear? This PPT was prepared. I was at Manesar.
Hello.
Now I am back. My host calling. Hello.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am, but your voice is not audible that much. Hello.
There
Sorry to
is some
inform you, ma'am, but your voice is not audible that much. It's breaking in between.
not audible. Yes.
Yes, not audible that much. It's breaking in between the conversation.
So actually, ma'am's voice is clear. I think there is some issue on your part.
My part,
Please check your network.
my network.
Ma'am, now
No, no,
your
Sunita
voice
ma'am,
is
you
so
are
clear.
okay.
The ma'am is not that much clear.
There is network on my part. There is some issue on my part.
No, ma'am,
Uh,
Sunita ma'am, we can listen you properly, but Shikhar sir, I think problem will be on your part.
maybe, ma'am, but I can hear you properly, but it's problem with you, ma'am, only, I think. But maybe. Please continue, ma'am. Sorry for disturb you.
Okay. Okay. My area of specialization is analysis of data. Clear? Which tool or which technique or which model satisfies which objective, I may tell you. Which type of data you need. I'm talking about secondary data, particularly financial markets or commodity markets. Time series data. I may tell you whether this data is good for your objectives or not. Clear? Which technique should be applicable to which type of data? This part is my specialization, and I try to do my best, which I have given in the brochure, that these topics will be covered, those all topics will be covered. Maybe before the schedule or after the schedule, but within the time span of this workshop from 18th to 23. Here, all the topics will be covered. Your queries will be tried to be answered. Just have patience. My association with Dr. Kavita is, I think it is for the last 6-7 years. First topic is regression analysis. I'm Dr. Sunita Arora, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Government College for Girls, Sector 14, Gurugram. I have given my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is in the group. You may contact me on WhatsApp as well as on my mail ID, arorasunita20@gmail.com. These all slides have been prepared on the basis of material taken from these four are my base books. Basic Econometrics, Damodar and Gujarati, Discovering Statistics using SPSS, Andy Field, Introductory Econometrics for Finance, Chris Brooks, and econometrics by example, Damodar Gujarati. First of all, why we apply any statistical test? What is the reason? Why we apply any of the tests? Yes, any of you? Why we apply any of the tests? Whether T test, Kaiser test, or any other test? What is the reason?
I think
Yes,
to test our model, what is whether my model is fit or not, and to inference about the whole the population from where I took the sample size.
yeah. There are two main reasons. Testing for the significance of the sample values obtained. The participant just told whether these results are applicable to our population or not, means whether we may generalize the results or not. It is the second objective. First objective is to test the significance of the sample value. Significance means, for example, I ask my principal sir or a director of my institute that there is 70% attendance in my class. Averagely, 70% students attend my class. Actual figure, if we take the example of 5 days, 7 days, 20 days, 1 month, 2 months, actual figure will not be 70%. It will surely differ. It may be 69%, 71%, 65%, 73%, any of the figure. No exact figure. Now, we want to decide whether this difference, for example, there is actual results are from sample, actual results are 68%, whereas my claim was that there is 70% attendance in my class, 70% students attend my class, and actual figure, observed figure is 68%. Now to decide whether this claim means 70% attendance is correct or not, the difference of 2%, because observed figure is 68% and I am claiming 70%. This difference of 2% is significant or may be ignored. Point is clear or not? Point is clear or not?
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why we apply any of the tests. Now, which technique you will apply, which software will you use, it depends on type of your data, type of the data you are analyzing. We have three types of data: cross-sectional data, time series data, and panel data. What is cross-sectional data? When we obtain the data, when we collect the data from more than 1 minute for one time period. Time period is one. Time period is one and units are more than one. It is called cross-sectional data. For example, generally the primary data is cross-sectional data. For example, we are collecting the data for past percentage of various institutes in NCR. It is cross-sectional data if we collect only for 1 year. It will be cross-sectional data. What is time series data? When we collect the data from one unit for more than one time period, it is time series data. Point is clear or not? There is difference between cross-sectional data and time series data. Cross-sectional data, in cross-sectional data, time period is one. Units are more than one. In time series data, unit is one. Time period is more than one. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Yes. Now the difference between units and variables. For example, we are collecting the data of one institute, for example, DICE, for 10 years. Pass percentage, then number of dropout, then number of computers. We are collecting the data for 5 or 10 years on these three variables. It will be time series data because pass percentage, number of dropouts, and number of computers, these are variables, not units. Point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And unit is dice. Delhi Institute, it is unit. So we are collecting data for 1 unit for more than one time period. It is time series data. Panel data. Panel data has features of cross-sectional data as well as time series data. For example, we are collecting data for more than 1 unit and for more than one time period. For example, GDP of 5 countries. It is panel data. Clear? GDP of 5 countries
Yes,
for 5 years. GDP of 5 countries for 1 year, cross-sectional data. GDP of 1 country for 5 years, time series data. GDP of 5 countries for 5 years, it is panel data. I think types of data is clear.
yes,
Then
ma'am.
scale of data. Scale of data, measurement of scale of dependent variable, maybe ratio scale, maybe interval scale, maybe ordinal scale, or maybe nominal scale. What is ratio scale? In ratio scale, ratio as, let's start from downward. What is nominal scale? It is just for categorization or indication. For example, roll number of a student, gender of a person, or Sachin wears the t-shirt of number 10 in any of the matches. It is number 10. It is nominal scale. It is just for indication. Clear? Clear? My house number, my
Yes,
roll
ma'am.
number,
Yes.
my registration number. These all are nominal scale. Ordinal scale. When we can order the units. Order is meaningful. For example, grading or ranking. A grade, B grade, or first rank, second rank. Difference between 1 and 2 rank is not meaningful. Difference between rank 1 and rank 2, not meaningful. But rank 1 is better than rank 2. It is ordinal scale. For example, in beauty contest, Miss India, runner-up. Miss India is better than runner-up in that beauty contest only. I'm talking about beauty contest. Miss India is better than runner-up. But what is the difference between difference of points between Miss India and runner-up or second runner-up? It is not meaningful. Difference may be 0.5. Topper of the university, maybe with 1 mark or maybe with 5 marks, maybe with 20 marks. Doesn't matter. But he or she has better performance than the other participants, than the other students. It is ordinal scale. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then interval scale.
Yes.
What is interval scale? Interval scale, distance is meaningful. Distance is meaningful as well as order is meaningful. Distance is meaningful means, for example, time period. There is a difference of 5 years between 2017 and 2022. Difference is 5 years. Can we divide 2022 year by 2017 years? Can we add these? Can we multiply these? Can we subtract these? 5 years difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Difference is important. Distance is meaningful. Clear? But ratio is not meaningful. Can we say year 2000 is double than year 1000?
No.
Can we say? No. Can we say temperature of 40 degree is double than temperature of 20 degrees? No. There is difference between two temperatures. Difference is meaningful, distance is meaningful, but we can't say it is double or it is half. Point is clear or not? 0-degree temperature,
Yes.
because 0 in this case doesn't mean the absence. In interval scale, zero doesn't mean the absence. 0 degree temperature means there is no temperature. Can we say there is no temperature? No, we can't say. There is some temperature that is termed as 0 degree temperature. Clear? But in ratio scale, 0 means absence. For example, GDP. For example, income. Income. We can say 0 income means I have no money or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I can say in case of my income, in case of my pocket money, in case of my money, I can say 0 means absence of money. Yes, 0 GDP means no GDP. 0 is meaningful in ratio scale, and the value can be multiply, divide, and means ratio is important as well as distance is important. GDP of India is double than GDP of other countries. Is meaningful or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Clear? In ratio scale, ratio as well as distance is meaningful. Clear? Now all the scales. Why we are discussing these? Because for regression, linear regression, which we will be discussing today, our dependent variable should be either on ratio scale or interval scale. Clear? If dependent variable is not on ratio scale or interval scale, we can't apply linear regression model. That is the point of discussion of today's session. Am I clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Multiple regression, cross-sectional data. Today we are discussing cross-sectional data. Multiple regression is applied. Why we apply? What is the difference between correlation and regression? Correlation tells us whether there is any degree of linear relationship among the variables. Here it is correlation. But what is the impact of change in one variable on the change in other variable? It is analyzed with the help of multiple regression or simple regression. Simple regression means when we have one dependent variable and one independent variable. For multiple regression, we have one dependent variable and more than one independent variable. What is dependent variable and what is independent variable? Dependent variable means which is dependent on any other variable. That is dependent variable. Independent variable which is independent. For example, age and height. What will be dependent and what will be independent? In age and height. Height is dependent on age, but age is not dependent on height. Clear or not? Generally,
Yes, ma'am.
our expenditure of a person, consumption expenditure or any other expenditure depends on income, but income doesn't depend on expenditure. Then expenditure is dependent variable and income is independent variable. In any regression equation, we have two parts. One part is deterministic part and one part is stochastic part. What is this deterministic part? This is the equation y I. When we see this I means you are analyzing cross-sectional data. Clear? Y subscript I means you are analyzing cross-sectional data. If there is YT, that means you are analyzing time series data. Clear? My screen is visible to all or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Visible.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
YI
Yes,
means
ma'am.
we are analyzing cross-sectional data. YI is equal to this P0 means some intercept, minimum value when there is no independent variable, minimum expenditure when there is no income. It is B0. It is also called intercept. P1 XI1 means what is the impact of change in 1 unit of independent variable on dependent variable. This B1 tells us what is the impact of change in 1 unit of X1 in dependent variable Y. Means if 1 unit of income increases, what will be the impact on expenditure? It is B1. Then second variable. If we have only one variable, one independent variable, then this part, it is called simple linear regression. When we have more than one independent variable, then the regression is called multiple regression. Clear or not? Clear or
Yes,
not?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have written here, last term is EI or UI. What is this? For example, now my screen is visible. Word file
Yes.
is visible or not?
Visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
PPT is
Okay.
visible to us. Ma'am,
For
PPT is
example,
visible to us.
PPT is visible. Word file is not visible.
Yes.
Okay.
No, ma'am. The PPT
Okay.
of multiple regression model is visible.
Okay. Now word file is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. For
Yes,
example,
ma'am.
I am writing expenditure is equal to 2,500 plus 0.6 into income. What does it mean? Means animals expenditure is minimum 2,500 whether there is income or not. It is minimum expenditure 2,500. With increase in every unit in income, increase in expenditure is 0.6. Means for example, if income increases with 100 rupees, expenditure will increase with 60 rupees. Point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Yes. This one is B0. In my PPT, this one is B0 and this one is B1. Clear? For example, I write plus 0.5 into wealth. What does it mean? Now, expenditure depends on two factors, two variables. One is income and other is wealth.
Well,
Clear? Now this is multiple regression. If we don't have this part well, then it is simple regression. Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If we have more
Yes,
than
yes.
one independent variable, then it is called multiple regression. Now, this equation, expenditure is equal to 2,500 plus 0.6 into income plus 0.5 into wealth. It is averagely with the increase in income, 60% will be spent. It is averagely, not for all. For example, Some person may have this figure 0.7, some person may have 0.65, some person may have 0.59, some other person may have 0.58. Clear? Means on an average, 60% of the income is spent. 60% of income increase is spent. But every person doesn't have the same figure. For example, let's have one person who has 10,000 income and who's, I'm deleting this part, wealth. For simplicity, for example, I have 5%. For example, I have many persons income and this one is expenditure. Excel file is visible? Bacha?
Yes,
Excel
ma'am.
file is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
For example, I have many persons with various incomes 4,500, 4,800, 4,200, 4,700, and 4,250, 4,360, 4,520, 4,820, 4,760. I have these 9 data units, 9 units. Now expenditure is equal to 2,500 plus 0.6 into this income. For first person, expenditure is 5,200. Let's change these figures. Mm, These are figures of income and these are expected figures of expenditure. Why expected? Because we have calculated this on the basis of some regression equation. This regression equation. What was our regression equation? What was our regression equation, Bacha? It was 2,500 plus 0.6 into income. Our regression equation is 2,500 expenditure is equal to 2,500 plus 0.6 into income. It is our regression equation. Yes, and on the basis of this regression equation, we have calculated these expenditure figures. These are expected. We are expecting from Mr. A, from first person, that with the income of 9,000, he should spend 7,900. From second person, we are expecting he should spend 8,200. But whether these will be actual figures will be different. These are expected figures. For example, in the first example, I was stating that I said how many students are there in my class. Averagely 70% students are there in my class. This is expected. And what was observed? It was 68%. Then this difference was 2%. In the same way, these are expected figures, but actual figures may be different. Difference between these actual figures and expected figures is called error term. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Very important term in any regression analysis. Clear or not? Expected means we are putting the values of independent variable in this equation and then calculating the dependent variable value. It is expected figure. Clear? And observed will be different from expected. Then difference will be called error or residual or disturbance term. Error term or disturbance term or residual. Clear or not? It is one of the most important terms in any regression analysis. Point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How many participants are saying that point is not clear? Yes. Write your message or you may raise hand. Clear to all? Yes. Now, what is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
B? B1, B2, B3? These are called gradients or slopes. These are called gradients or slopes. I have already explained this. Yes, next. Some assumptions of ordinary least square. First is regression model should be linear in parameters. Linear in parameters means, for example, this pic has been taken from Basic Econometrics by Gujarati. See, linear in parameters means, see this B1, B2, B3. These are not in square. These are not in square. In this second, y is equal to a plus b log. This b is not in under root or square. This third, b1 plus b2x, b3x square, b4x3, x cube. X may be in square, in cube, in under root, but these slope gradients, these slope or gradients should not be in cube or in square or in under root or in power 4. These should be linear. Means B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. Point is clear or not? Yes, participants. Clear. Yes. Next assumption. Number of observations must be greater than number of parameters to be estimated. For example, in this equation, there are n B1, B2, B3, B4, Bn. We are calculating n parameters. So, number of observations should be more than this n observations. For example, if we have two independent variables, the number of two independent variable and one intercept. Total 3 parameters. The number of observations should be minimum 4. In that case, should be minimum 4. Means number of observations should be more than number of parameters. Point is clear or not? Yes. Next, there should be no outlier. There should be no outlier. What is this outlier? For example, these are X points and Y points. This pic has been taken from book by Andy Field. These points, these dots are the values. These dots are the observations. So, if we see these observations, those are above or below the line. These show that there is linear relationship between size of spider. See on x-axis, size of spider, and on y-axis, it is anxiety. Clear? But one, see this point is outlier, because actual figure is dotted line, original line is dashed line or dotted line. This is original regression line when there is no outlier. If there is some outlier, line will be changed. It will be full line, not dashed line, full line. Means in our data, you have to check whether there is any outlier or not. Clear? Other assumption is, these all assumptions we will check today or tomorrow. Clear? If you want to do some authentic research, you have to check these assumptions. Otherwise, your research is not good. You apply only regression analysis, analyze the data, analyze the table, interpret the table, but you have not checked these assumptions. Then your research is not good. Fourth assumption is independent variable. Means value of x should not be correlated with error term. What is error term? This EI. Difference between observed and expected is called difference between observed and expected is called error term or residual or disturbance. An independent variable should not be correlated with this residual term. Means covariance between xi means independent variable and ui. Correlation should be 0. Then next assumption is no multicollinearity. Multicollinearity means our independent variable should not be correlated, highly correlated. These may be correlated, but correlation should not be high. Next assumption. Only go with theory now. We will be doing this practically. Next assumption is disturbance term means UI, this error term should be normally distributed. Next, disturbance term should have 0 mean value. Its mean value should be 0. Means, for example, these are various disturbance terms. If we calculate the mean, some points are above this line and some points are below this line. Overall mean is 0. Some are positive, difference is positive, and in some cases difference is negative, then mean will be 0. Next, homoscedasticity or constant variance of UI. Error term should have homoscedasticity. Homoscedasticity means if we plot value of x on x-axis and value of disturbance term on y-axis, then first was there should be no correlation. Second is with increasing value of x, value of disturbance term, variance of disturbance term should not change. With increasing value of x, variance of disturbance term should not change. On the upper panel of the graph, if x values are increasing, then variance of disturbance term is same. It is called homoscedasticity. But in lower panel, with the increase in value of x, variance of disturbance term is increasing. It is called heteroscedasticity. Clear? All these assumptions we will be checking. Whether there is heteroscedasticity or not, whether disturbance term is normally distributed or not. These all values will be checked. Point is clear or not? Yes. Next. No autocorrelation between the disturbance term. Means we are talking about disturbance term many times. That is why I told you It is one of the most important terms in any data analysis. Yes. Our assumption is there should be no autocorrelation between disturbance term. If we are plotting the disturbance term, graph should not be like A or B. It should be like C. No autocorrelation. It should be like this C. It should not be like this A or this B. It should be like C. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next term, theoretical. This is last slide. Now we will be going with practical.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me. Now I have a question.
Yes.
Should these assumptions be applied in panel data too?
Yeah, in all type of regression. We have
All
to check
type of
these.
right.
Yes, whether
Okay.
cross-sectional data, whether time series data, or panel data. Yes, we have to check for assumptions for residuals. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Next term is dummy variable. It is also one of the important independent variable. What is dummy variable? We want to check the impact of gender on our dependent variable. We want to check the impact of income group, not income. If we want to check the impact of income, income is ratio scale. But if we want to check the impact of income group, means lower group, middle class and upper class. Lower class, lower income class, middle income class and upper income class. We want to check the impact of class, income class, then means some categorical variable. Then we have to introduce dummy variable in our regression. Clear? If we want to check the impact of some categorical variable on our dependent variable, then we have to introduce dummy variable in our regression. In the same way, we want to check the impact of some structural break or some event on the dependent variable. For example, we want to check the impact of COVID period on some dependent variable. Then we have to introduce dummy in our regression. We want to check the impact of COVID period. Then it is an event. Or for example, government introduced some policy. We want to check the impact of that policy on our dependent variable. Then we have to introduce dummy variable. Let's start practical. I have shared data file with you. I have prepared these slides for you. Clear? I have prepared these slides for you. Let's discuss this. This will be shared after this session. I have applied regression equation with E-views as well as with R. Let's do practical. I want to share screen, my full screen. What is the option? Any one of you? I want to share my full screen. I think this. What is visible on my screen? Yes, participants. My screen
Ma'am,
is
your
visible.
screen is visible.
Yes. All of you have data files. I shared with you econometrics with example. It is econometrics by example. You have EViews 12. This EViews 12. This is our data file. These two icons. Visible or not? These two icons are visible or not? Visible?
Excuse me, ma'am, your screen is visible, but the data file is not visible.
My screen is visible. There are some candles. something it is
No,
visible?
ma'am. No, no, no.
No,
The
ma'am.
What
file
is
that you
visible
have
on my
shared,
screen? What is visible on my screen?
ma'am, MS
Ma'am,
Teams.
only
Ma'am,
MS.
ma'am,
Only
only the
Teams
name
is
of
visible.
participants. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, you can go to the arrow that is being in like this
yes,
in alignment with the like audio tab.
yeah.
Arrow.
This one is arrow.
Yes, ma'am. And this arrow is like there will be option for sharing your whole
Window.
screen.
Window
Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes,
desktop. There are two options. Window and
ma'am.
desktop. What
Ma'am,
should I share?
desktop. Ma'am,
Window.
if you will share the window, then the tab that is being opened in your like
Take
this
minute.
respected tab will be
For
shared. The MS
example.
Teams,
Okay.
the MS Teams or any particular window will be shared. And if you are sharing the desktop, then your whole screen will be shared.
If
So
I
you
am
can
sharing the
uh,
desktop,
dex
then whole screen will be shared.
ma'am, everything, whichever file you will open during the
Okay.
presentation or
Now it is
during
visible.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, your desktop is visible, and yes, you can go for the e-views or
Yeah.
the econometrics example
Okay.
here.
Okay. 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 Yes, participants. This icon is 12. You all have on the desktop. This data file I
Yes,
shared
ma'am.
with you. Clear? How to open the data file with eViews? Easiest way is to drag and drop the file on eViews. Clear? Drag this file and drop on eViews. Should I repeat? Drag this file and drop on eViews. Clear? For those who are working first time with eViews, this is the step. Just click finish. No. Yes. These are variables in our data file. These variables are sorted in ascending order. Clear? I have given the description in my PPT. Wage. Last but one variable. Wage. It is wages. Wage means wages. Then female. There is one variable female. One variable wage. Wage. It is wages. Other variable female. This female is for gender. This female is for gender. One for female and one for female, sorry, and 0 for male. Dummy variable. I have given this description in my PPT. Wage. It is dependent variable. It is hourly wages in dollars. Then next variable we will be discussing, it is gender. A dummy variable coded 1 for female and 0 for male. Third variable we will be discussing, it is non-white. It is for race, coded 1 for non-white worker and 0 for white worker. This data has been taken from the companion website of the book Econometrics by example. Then union. Union status means if the person is affiliated with union, then coded with one, 0 otherwise. Education in years. EXP, potential work experience in years. We will be discussing wage. These wages are dependent variable. Then female, it is for gender, coded 1 for female and 0 for male. Then non-white, it is for race, coded 1 for non-white worker and 0 for white worker. and next is union. Union status coded 1 for union job and 0 otherwise. Education. Education is in years. EXP, experience in years. This is on ratio scale. This is on ratio scale. This is on ratio scale. These three variables, one dependent and two independent variables, are on ratio scale. These three variables, these are dummy variables. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Yes, all of you open the data file. We will be practicing. All of you open the data file. I'll be telling you.
Open, ma'am.
Open? Yes. Now, to apply regression equation with E-views, the steps are: go to quick. There is quick tab. There is quick tab or not?
Yes, ma'am.
But it's quick. After this, go to estimate equation. Go to quick tab and then estimate equation. This pop-up window will open. Yes, open with me, participants.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. First variable, we want to check whether there is any impact of gender, then race, then union membership, then education and experience on wage. Wages are dependent variable. How to write equation in E-views? Write dependent variable. Wage. Space C. C is for
Constant.
constant or intercept. Then next is female. It should be same. Variable name should be same as is given in the data file. Female. Then next is non-white. Yes. We may select from here, non-white. Then next is union. Sorry, non-white. Space. Union. Then space education. Then space experience. Clear or not? I have given this in my PPT. How to write equation. Yes. See this? I have given in PPT. Write dependent variable followed by C and independent variable with spaces. Means there should be space in all the variables, in C as well as in other variables. Clear? Clear, participants?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Just click OK. And these are the results. We will be discussing results, but these are the results. Clear or not?
Clear, ma'am.
These are the results. These are the results. Clear? Simple or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is simple. Now, how to do the same analysis with R? R is somewhat different, somewhat difficult than E-views, but positive point is R is free, whereas E-views is not free. Clear? Clear, participants? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but if you are comfortable with R, R is not so difficult. Now open R Studio.
Opened, ma'am.
Open. Generally we have data file in Excel, secondary data file or our primary data file. Generally it is in Excel. So we will ask R to read our data file in Excel. First of all, after opening R Studio, we want to prepare R Studio to read our data file that is in Excel form. So first step is to install the package READ Excel, read Excel. Here, go to tools. First step is go to tools, install packages, select the package READ Excel. Read Excel. I advise you to select from the given options rather than writing anything. You try to select from the given options in R. Read Excel. Install dependencies. Someone is unmuted. Please mute yourself. This install dependencies is the big step. Someone is unmuted. Please mute yourself.
Yes, Rohtas sir, please mute yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. No. Yes, thank you.
Yes, Manish sir, you are unmuted. Please mute yourself, sir.
Install packages. Read Excel. Select from here, even after writing. Check this box, install dependencies, and then install. It will install package read Excel for us. Clear? It is downloading. It has installed. Yes, all of you please install the package.
Installed, ma'am.
Installed. Yes, first workshop on R or second or third? For
Sorry,
those,
ma'am.
you are first
First.
workshop, you are attending first workshop on R or second or third workshop?
First on both.
Ma'am, second.
First.
R
Okay,
and E.
good.
Ma'am, first.
Good.
First, ma'am.
Go to tools,
First.
install packages, read Excel, then it has installed package for
Excuse
us.
me, ma'am.
Read Excel. Yes.
Ma'am.
Hanji.
Ma'am,
Yes, am
can
I
you
audible?
zoom the content? Yes, ma'am, you are audible, but the content is not properly visible, ma'am.
Now it is visible or not? Go to tools, install package, then I wrote read Excel, install dependency, and then install. I have given this in my PPT, this steps. Yes, you may see. It is clear. It is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is given in PPT. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling you, I have given the step. Go to tool step. Go to tool step, install packages, select package, read Excel, click install. Make sure install dependency is checked. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll be importing the data file. Go to file, go to file, import data set. Go to file, import data set. Import from where? From Excel.
Excel.
Yes, browse your file. Here is browse. You have browse option.
Yes, ma'am.
Browse. Yes, I have file on my desktop. It is Econometrics with example open. Clear? You may change the file name here. You may change the file name here, or you may not change the file name. Just check import. All are able to import.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All participants able to import or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see whether I am. It is better now. Someone was saying, it is better now or not? Yes, participants. Screen is better now or not?
Yes, ma'am. It's better.
Yeah. Now we have imported the data file Econometrics with examples table 1.1. How to write regression equation in R. I'll be giving you the command, but I'm writing with you. See, first of all, write your equation name. LM. You may write anything. I am writing LM way. LM is linear model. LM is linear model. Yes. Now it is better visible.
The screen is not visible.
Yes, Sunita ma'am. We are not able to hear you, ma'am.
Sunita,
I
ma'am,
think
are
there's
you
some
there?
issue at ma'am's end. She must be rejoining. I think there's some network issue at ma'am's end.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I think there was some issue, network issue. But I'm not able to present.
Yes.
Please allow me to present. Kavita ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please allow me to present. There was some network issue for a while. Still, I am not able to present. Yes, present.
Ma'am, now you will be
Yeah.
able to.
Yes. I'm writing. I'm not able to write here. Let me open R again. File, import data set from Excel. I'm browsing. I have saved the file on desktop. Econometrics is example. You may change name here. It is the place where you can change the name of your data file. Import. Yes. Now, this is console. This is source. There are four parts. This is source and this is console. My screen is visible. Participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I'm
Yes,
writing the regression equation. Give your equation a name. I am giving the name LM weight. LM weight. Why LM weight? LM is linear model. Weight, because my dependent variable is weight. You may give the name FDP. Clear? Any name you want to give your equation the name. Clear? Clear, participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. LM weight is equal to LM. It is the command, linear model. I may write it, but I want to select it. I always prefer to select it, but it is not giving me the option to select. Let me write something, LMW. Now, it has given me the option of selecting LM. Clear? Clear, bachas?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I am selecting from here, LM. There are two brackets, and there is bracket open as well as closed. Then write your variable name, dependent variable name. What is our dependent variable? Wage. What is our dependent variable? Wage. But we can't write directly wage here. Writing a variable name in R, there is method of writing the variable name in R. The method is write your file name. Our file name is Econometrics, ECOC. It has given us the option. Clear? I have selected this, then this extract symbol, dollar. File name, then dollar. Then flex from here, wait. Clear? Clear, bacha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then this symbol. Don't know what is this symbol called, but it is on tab. Tab से ऊपर वाले उस पर है की पर. Shift plus the key above tab. Clear? Are you able to write this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, independent variable. Our first independent variable is female. Again, we can't write directly female. File name ECO. जैसे ही हमने ECO लिखा, इसने हमें ऑप्शन दे दी. Double click and it will be selected. Then dollar symbol, female. Clear? Dependent variable, then this symbol, then first independent variable plus second independent variable. Second independent
Ma'am, the
variable.
video got stuck. Can you explain it again?
Yeah, I'll be writing on. I will writing this in my Word file. Clear? Just and show you. Let
Okay,
me do it. Let me do it for you. Yes.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Can you write the command in the chat box?
Yeah,
please?
yeah. I'm writing the command in Word file. I'm
ma'am.
doing this for you. I'm writing the command in Word file.
Ma'am, please copy the command in the chat box.
In chat box.
Yeah, but we don't have access to chat box.
Yeah.
We can see
I'm
here.
copying and yeah, I'm giving you the command in chat box. Yes, Kavita ma'am, allow me to write in chat box.
Ma'am, actually,
Okay, ma'am.
you have done the guest ID, na? That's why I think ma'am cannot be performed the chat box.
Okay.
Even ma'am, we don't have access of chat box. Please allow us in
Yeah.
one
Ma'am,
second.
you can type copy this command in on WhatsApp group.
On WhatsApp.
Yeah, that will be okay.
Okay. Okay.
In this,
Okay.
Or ma'am, you can create a Word file wherein you
Yeah,
can,
I have created
include
a
all
Word
the
file.
commands and later on.
I have written this. I have written this command even in my PPT. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
that,
I'm giving
that
you
will
in
be good, ma'am.
WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am.
But for practice, I'm giving you in WhatsApp.
thank you, ma'am.
Econometrics. So there are so many messages. Yes, this is the command. Visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You will be copy pasting this? Okay, no issue. I have also copy pasted. Then press enter. And now summary. SUMM. Summary. Summary. Summary of what? Summary of my equation. And my equation name is LMV. Then press enter. These are the results.
Yes, ma'am. Done. It's so easy.
Done.
Thank you, ma'am.
All of you. All of you. Let's compare the results. I have already pasted the results. I am not able to copy it. Yeah. Control. I pasted the results on this. Let me paste the. I think I didn't copy it. Copy and paste in. Yes, these are the results. Are the results. See, intercept. This was the result with A-views. This is the result with R. Same or not? Same or not?
Please switch off your mic.
Yes. Yes, participant. Any issue? Clear or not? My screen is visible or not?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
It's visible. Yes. Let's compare the results.
Ma'am, please repeat once. Ma'am, please repeat once.
I'm repeating. This is the intercept for. This is the coefficient for intercept. These are the results with E-views. These are the results with E-views, and these are the results with light color. These are the results with R. Yes. Let's compare. This is the coefficient for intercept with E-views, and this is the coefficient for intercept with R. Results are same or not? Yes, participants. It is same or not? Minus 7.18334 minus 7.18334. Same or not? This is for female. This is for female. Same or not?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
These are same or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Results are same or not, bacha? This is for non-white. This is also for non-white. Same or not? This is for union. This is for union. This is for education. This is for education. This is for experience. This is for experience. Results are ditto, except two rounding of 2 decimal points. Clear or not? Yes, I have given this in my PPT also. Let's compare the results. This table is with E-views and this table is with R. See, results are ditto or not? Ditto?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, how to interpret these results? I am interpreting. We will be checking the assumptions tomorrow. Just interpret the results. First column is coefficient. Sorry. I'm opening my e-view. Then again options, journal options, appearance. And yes, dependent variable is weight, method is least square, date is 18/6/2022, time is 5/4. We apply this equation at 5/4. Sample is 1 to 1289. Means number of data units is, number of data points is 1289, and included observations are also 1289. Yes, this coefficient, this column shows coefficient, this column shows standard error, this is t-stat, and this is probability. Presently, we will be discussing two, this coefficient and this probability. What is this probability? What is significance level? You have studied t-test, chi-square test, and other tests, and there is level of significance. What is that level of significance? Question from you participants. What does 5% level of significance mean? What does 5% level of significance mean? Or 1% level of significance mean? Any of you? Am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes. What does 5% level, 5% significance level?
It's chances of committing type 1 error. That is, even if the null hypothesis is true, we are rejecting it.
There are
Null
5% chance
hypothesis
to reject.
can be rejected. 5% level of significance means null hypothesis can be rejected on 5% level of significance means we may be wrong in 5% cases, but we are confident in 95% cases. The results will be same in 95% of the samples that we expect from this population. The results will be same. The results that are shown by us. Point is clear? 5% level of significance. What does 5% level of significance mean? Our results will be same in 95% samples. Clear? Means we are 95% confident that these results are correct. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. For
Yes,
example, difference is significant or not? I said to my principal that attendance in my class is 70%, whereas observed attendance was 68%. Then this 2% difference is significant or not? Clear? If it is significant, then we can say that my claim that 70% students are there is not correct. But what should be the confidence of this claim? 95%, 100%, or 98% or 99%. Clear? 5% level of significance means 95% chances are there that this difference is actual. It is not by chance. Clear? Clear, participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is this probability? This probability shows on this coefficient is significant or not. This probability shows whether this coefficient is significant or not. How to decide whether the coefficient is significant or not on the basis of this probability? Sometimes in research papers, it is given p-value. P-value means this probability value. If this value is less than 0.05, then we can say that coefficient is significant. Point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. what is this? Why we are comparing with this 0.05? Because that 5% level of significance that you studied in T test, chi-square test, or any other test. Clear? Now first coefficient, female. Probability is less than 0.05. We can say it is significant. Then again for non-white, it is significant. Then again for union, it is significant. Again for education, it is significant. Again for experience, it is significant. Means all the coefficients are significant. Now, how to interpret this? First thing is, these are significant. Second thing, what to say? Let's start from downward. Experience. This experience. This is 0.166. What does it mean? 0.166. What does it mean? It means with 1 unit increase in experience, wages will increase by 0.166. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
What does this 166 show? It shows with 1 unit increase in experience, wages will increase by 0.166. And what is the unit of experience? I have written here. What is the unit of experience? Experience. It is potential work experience in years. Means with 1 year, with increase in 1 year experience, wages will increase by 0.166. Clear? And wages are in dollar. Hourly dollar means with 1 year increase in experience, wages per hour will increase by 0.166. Clear point? Point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Second one is, we have started from down. Second one is education. See, what is the unit of education? Education is in years. Yes. What can we say? With 1 year increase in education, wages per hour will increase by $1.37. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Third one is union. Union means coded 1 for union job, means whether if person is union member, it is coded 1, and if not, it is coded 0. Means if person is union member, then wages wages of union member is 1.09 higher than the wages of non-union member. Till now, I have used the word increase, higher. Why? Because all these 3 coefficients are positive. That is why I use the word increase or higher. I'm repeating.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm
Ma'am,
repeating.
can you please?
Yeah, I'm repeating.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please repeat that union interpretation?
Yeah, I am repeating all the 3 interpretations. This experience. It shows that with 1 year increase in experience, wages per hour will increase by 0.166. Why I am using the term increase? Because coefficient is in positive. Then with 1 year increase in education, wages per hour will increase by $1.37. Clear? These 2 points are clear. Now union. See, one is for union job, means one is if the person or our worker is union member, then code is 1, and 0 is if he is not union member. This 1.09 shows that wages of union member is higher per unit than the non-union member. Higher, why higher? Because it is positive. See, next.
Ma'am, if it is negative, then what we should...
It will be clear. It will be clear when I'll be explaining non-white and female. These two are also dummy variables. Clear? If that will not be clear, I'll discuss again. Yes. Now see, non-white. One is for, we will explain the code 1. One is for non-white worker. One is for non-white worker. And 0 is for white worker. Clear? One is for non-white worker. We will be explaining 1, dummy variable 1. See, what does it mean? Wages of non-white worker. Why I am saying non-white? Because 1 is for non-white. Someone is unmuted. Please mute yourself. Why I am saying non-white? Because 1 is for non-white. 1 is for non-white. Clear?
Hello.
I am explaining union. I said salary is higher for union member because 1 is for union member. Now I am explaining non-white because 1 is for non-white. We can say wages of non-white worker is less than the white worker by $1.56 per hour. Why less than? Because it is in negative. Point is clear or not? Clear or
yes,
not?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Now,
clear, very much clear.
Now female. 1 for female and 0 for male. We will be explaining female because 1 is for female. Minus 3.07 means we can say that wages of female is less than the male by $3.07 per hour. Less than because it is minus. If it is positive, then we will say wages of female are higher than the male by $3.07 if it was positive. Now it is negative, then we are saying that wages of female are less than the male by $3.07 per hour. Clear or not?
Yes, ma'am, very much clear.
Yes. Other participants.
And one question I have, if these are the variables are significant, right? If we have that insignificant variable, then what to interpret it in dummy variable? Like,
we will not explain that variable. The variable that is not significant, we will not be explaining that variable. Clear?
Okay, but positive or negative, it does not matter, right?
Yeah. If it is not significant, we will not be interpreting it. Because non-significant means impact is not significant. That variable is of no use.
Okay. Clear? Then we will be writing it is not significant or it's not having any impact on this.
Means it has no impact. For example, in case of female, if p value may have been 0.32, then it is not significant. Means we will be saying gender has no impact on the hourly wages of the worker. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. For example, experience is not significant. Then we will be saying that experience has no impact on hourly wages of a worker. Clear? Yes, participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I repeat?
Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Ma'am, isn't it necessary to take the log if variables, the unit of the
Log?
variables isn't? Yes, ma'am.
You
If
may write
variables
in. You may write your question in WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is open. I am not sharing the. I am stopping the sharing screen. Yes, because we are not able to access the chat box. We may write our question in WhatsApp.
Ma'am, sometimes we also use the logit or probit model.
Yes, logit and probit models are used when our dependent variable is not on ratio scale or interval scale. Yes,
That is historical, right, in nature.
that are if these are ordinal scale, on ordinal scale, or nominal scale. Clear?
Ma'am,
Our
what
dependent variable. If our dependent variable is 0, 1. Clear?
when? Sorry, ma'am, can you
Logit
please
and
repeat it?
probit model.
Yes, ma'am.
If our dependent variable is 0, 1, means if female is our dependent variable, gender is our dependent variable.
Okay, ma'am.
For example, sometimes there are income group is our dependent variable. Not income group is our dependent variable. Then we will apply logit model. Yes.
And ma'am, in dummy we use for the independent variable.
Yeah. If dummy is independent variable, dependent variable is either on ratio scale or interval scale. We may apply linear
Dummy.
model.
Linear
Dummy
model
we may use dummy variable as independent variable in linear least square method. Clear? But if our dependent variable is dummy variable, then we will go for logit or probit model.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Very much.
Next question. Next question. No question.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Shekhar Saroj. Actually, my question is, actually, I read the paper, many articles. I saw that
Can you,
people.
yes, participant, can you write your question in WhatsApp?
Yeah, of course, ma'am. Of course, I can write.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write your question. I respond. Yes, all the participants write their question in WhatsApp. I'll be responding all the questions. I'll be telling you how to change the file name in R so that it is easy for us to write the regression equation. Yes, someone is writing or not? Yes, writing. Shekhar Saroj. Till now, let me tell you how to change the file name. Yes, participants. My screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
My screen is visible. Yes. File, import data set from Excel. I am browsing my file. It is on my desktop. Econometrics, my example. Open. Yes, change here your file name. Write only ECO. Import. Yes. See, the file name is now ECO. Clear? Clear, participant? For example, now I am writing my equation LM base is equal to with let me say LMWG is equal to LM LMW, then delete W and LM. Select from here LM. My first variable is, now I have to write only eco. My file name is eco. See, clear? Then this extract variable and then wage. Clear? Participants? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
It is advised to change the file name to the simplest name. Yes. Now I think question is there. Is it not necessary to take log if units of variables are different? We will be discussing it tomorrow. I saw in many papers authors are using natural log. See, same thing. If my IDV are binary, yes or no. IDV independent variable. Dependent variable at categorical, such as education age, income. Yes. Rohtas, please repeat your question. Your question is, if my IDV are binary, yes or not? Clear? And dependent variable are categorical. We decide on the basis of dependent variable which model to apply, whether it will be linear model, whether logit or probit. It is decided on the scale of dependent variable. Clear? Independent variable may be binary, but if dependent variable is binary, we will go for logit model. If our dependent variable is on ratio scale, we will go for linear model. Clear? Least square regression. How to check whether our model is good or not? Yeah, tomorrow we will be checking the assumptions. Clear? Yes. Let's respond to this. Taking log or not. There are two reasons to take log. First reason is, if there is heteroscedasticity, sometimes that heteroscedasticity may be removed by taking log. Clear? Clear? Yes, participants, I am audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
There are two questions related to log. Answer to these questions is, there are two reasons for taking log. First is, sometimes there is heteroscedasticity. To remove that heteroscedasticity, we take log. My this description is based on the book SPSS वाली जो book मैंने दिया ना, by and defeat. Clear? Second reason, it is based on Chris book. Why we take log? Generally, we have. Let me share my screen. Generally, we have prices. For example, stock prices. Generally, we have prices, and we will be discussing tomorrow. These prices cannot sometimes be directly introduced in our regression equation. Then we take difference of these prices. Clear? We calculate the return. And log return is preferable. Log return is preferred in financial literature. What is this log return? Log return means taking the return after calculating the return after taking the log of prices. This log return is continuous. We will be discussing. Satisfied or not? Yes. Why we take the log? Shekhar Saroj.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm
Yes.
still not clear, ma'am.
Every time I sign many
First-
paper,
first-
authors are using natural log model instead of simple regression. Yeah, because if we take natural log and then we difference the series, it is log return, continuous return. Clear?
Can we say, ma'am, the if we take the natural log, the our estimate will be so robust. You can use this.
No,
The
no, no,
robustness
no.
will increase
It
if
is
you
not
use the
about
natural log.
robust. It is not about robust. I'll be sharing the book. You may download from PDF drive. Book I have quoted in my PPT. Introductory Econometrics by Finance. Introductory Econometrics for Finance by Chris Brooks. You have write this
No,
book.
I have the Damodar
You have
Gujarati
this
book. I
book.
have.
You have
Yes,
this
ma'am.
book, Introductory Econometrics for Finance,
Yes, ma'am.
by Chris Brooks. Yes, in the first chapter, there is a description of return, simple return and log return. Clear?
Okay. Okay.
In finance, generally we prefer in financial data or economic data, we take the log. It is preferable because log series is better than the simple series. Clear? In case of prices,
okay, ma'am.
particularly, log return is better than the simple return.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Any other question?
Ma'am, one question I have. Ma'am, you said that to remove the heteroscedasticity, we take log. Well, I've read in both the Damodar's book, we also.
I have not quoted 100%. I have used the term sometimes. To remove the heteroscedasticity, sometimes it is possible to remove the heteroscedasticity by taking, not always.
Taking log, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. In Damodar's book, there is a remedial measures are written there. Okay, like we take log or we use hash test. So, ma'am, we can also apply the hash test, right? Instead of using the log. We can
Instead
do
of
this.
taking the log,
We can use the hash test.
yes, please right. Your voice is not clear to me.
Ma'am,
Please
you
write
were
the
saying that. Okay,
yeah,
ma'am. I'll be right.
yeah, right, and I'll be responding. Dr. Ma'am, should I mail the PPT to you or should I prepare a drive and
भेज दे
share
कौन
on
सा फोन लेना है मैं जाऊंगा
Yes, ma'am, you can share this same with me and further
सरकार क्यों नहीं बताइए
forward it to the participants.
one option is I'll be sharing with you. I will be mailing to you as well as sharing on WhatsApp. Clear? At the end, you may share all the materials in a drive or in a folder to all the participants, including me. Yes?
Sure, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be sharing this PPT. remove the heteroscedasticity. Yeah, HAC, HAC doesn't remove the heteroscedasticity. HAC tests, I'll be telling you tomorrow. What to do if there is heteroscedasticity. What is the impact of heteroscedasticity on the? I'm sharing my screen. My screen is visible. Previews is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is the impact of heteroscedasticity? If there is heteroscedasticity, these standard errors are not robust. Yes, standard errors are not correct. P statistic is not correct. Probability is not correct. Means these coefficients are same. These coefficients will be same whether there is heteroscedasticity is not. But these values will change in the presence of heteroscedasticity. What does HAC do for us? HAC doesn't remove the heteroscedasticity. HAC corrects these values by HAC improves these values, and these values are correct if we apply HAC. Clear? I'll be telling you tomorrow how to
I'm not
how
so
to
clear.
apply HAC. For example, HAC. It is HAC. Clear? Clear?
No, ma'am, not so clear, ma'am. Not
What
so
will be
clear.
the difference? I'll be telling you, I'll be showing you what is the difference. See, I'm sharing my screen. Yes. What will be the difference if we apply HAC error? Compare these results. These results are without HAC, and these results are with the check the difference. After applying HAC error, whether this coefficient change? Not change. Not change, but standard error has changed. Change or not? P stat has changed. Change or not? Yes, Umra. My screen is visible or not? Yes, participant, am I audible or not?
Change.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have noticed the difference by applying HAC error.
Yes, ma'am.
HAC. What is the difference? These values are same. The coefficients are same. Coefficients have not changed. Coefficients are same. But standard error has changed. For this, and if standard error is changed, P value is changed. P value is changed. P value is changed. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Means HAC doesn't remove heteroscedasticity, but it calculates exact standard error, exact P value, and exact probability. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any other question? Any other question?
No, ma'am.
Yes, the next is HAC. H is for heteroscedasticity, A is for autocorrelation. Clear? Heteroscedasticity, autocorrelation, corrected covariance matrix or standard error. Clear? HAC means heteroscedasticity and autocorrelation, corrected standard error. Any other question? Should we stop?
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you are satisfied?
Good, ma'am.
Most. Okay. Yes, Sundar ma'am. Yes. Kavita ma'am, tomorrow there will be class or not?
It will be on
Sunday.
Monday
No, ma'am.
at the same time.
Yes. Let's meet on Monday same time, 4 to 6. In the meantime, I'll be sharing the PPT with you. You may study it. You may discuss the problems. You may discuss your question. I'll be responding to the question on WhatsApp. Yes, I'll be sharing the file. I'll share my PPT just now.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a highly informative session. We'll meet again on Monday. I'll be sharing the link of second day on Monday itself. Thank you all. Participants, you will leave now.
Ma'am, there will be session for tomorrow or